Hey guys, how's it going? Kyle here with a fun parkour tutorial of a combo using a couple blocks and some, well, possible walls if you find those outside. If you don't have a space outside where you could have this opportunity or this kind of setup, if you have a gym where you have obstacles you can move around, then create this space there and you can work on the exact same combo. Or if you're a coach, this might be something fun for you to work with your students on. Nothing more to do, let me show you guys. Now because it's a combo, you want to make sure you finish every movement in a position that sets you up for the next so the transition is smooth, which is mainly what we're going to talk about in this tutorial, is the transitions from one movement into the next. I'll touch a little bit on the brief details of the actual vaults themselves, give you guys some progressions, and then if you guys have any questions, you guys know what to do. Put your questions and concerns in the comment section below. Let's get started. Alright, the first initial movement is a stride, so that's just taking one step on whatever obstacle you're taking off of, and you're going to swing that other one. Now when I do my strides, I take off my right leg and I swing my left. And the power in that swing will help get you further, but it also helps you get higher. As you're swinging your leg, you'll kind of feel your hips pull. And if you stop your leg about here, you'll feel more momentum coming forward. If you stop your leg up at the limit of its flexibility, you'll feel momentum pulling upward. You want to kind of feel that sweet spot where it's pulling you up and out in that arch motion. Because if you're not as high as the edge you're trying to land on at the peak of your jump, then when you come down, if your peak's down here, when you're coming down, you're going to come down here. You want to get higher than the edge you're going for, so you have plenty of space to get that arch coming down, because it's easier to control landings on your way down than it is coming more at it. So a nice firm step on that stride, powerful swing with the foot, and use the arms. Swinging your arms will help you keep your chest up. Every time your chest's up, your set and your height is usually a lot better. And then you just want to make sure you can at least precision. So just make sure you can get from A to B. The more you get used to coming up and landing on it, the easier it will be to follow through off of it. If you're trying to go over it, you need to make sure you can get to it. Simple as that. For the most fluent transition right over the vault box, for me anyways, is to go right into a safety. So since I'm driving this leg up here, and that's the closest one to my next obstacle, that's the one that I'm going to reach for first. That's the one that's going to plant on top. Since it's my left leg, and it'd be easier for me to go into a safety vault, as that foot's reaching, I'm going to prepare this hand to plant. As that kind of sets you up for the safety vault, where you just go down here, one hand, one foot, other leg will step through the middle as you vault over the box. That's how you want to finish it. As you build real good control of coming out of that safety vault from your stride, and you get used to coming out one foot, one hand, and stepping through, the further you get that foot closer to that next obstacle, the easier that transition will be, especially if they're spaced out enough evenly for you to take two normal steps and then you can flow right into your next combo. There's a couple ways you can do this though. You can go step, step, right into 1, 2 with both hands in front. You can go step, step, plant one and drive your feet up as you go around. You can go step, step, bring your feet together and then jump. You want to make sure that that momentum does not stop. All that momentum from your stride coming down, you want to keep it going steady forward and then up and over this vault box so you can use for that trajectory, that final shoot over to that precision. When you're coming into this vault though, the nice thing is because your hands are going to be touching it almost the entire time, you can throw your feet up higher and try to pull them from behind and use that momentum from behind and pull it forward, which is what we're going to talk about with the feet. So as I'm going in, I start with two hands in front. I like to bring my feet around this way, and I can't keep my hand there because my feet will take them out. So I gotta lift it up, let my feet pass, then plant it back down for a stronger push over to that precision. If you're struggling to get your feet as high as a block, make sure that you're using your hands to press. Let your chest lean. When you finish your safety vault, you should have your chest kind of back, and as you're going into the next one, you want to lean into it, let your chest kind of lead the way. But if you can feel that momentum and really kick off your feet to give yourself a boost, press off your hands, and keep your hips up higher than the edge, then it'll be easier to get your feet up and over the vault box. So just work on coming out of your safety, following through right into that next vault, just getting that transition nice and easy. Following through over into that dash to the precision is going to be kind of challenging. So instead of trying to follow through and reaching out there, master your technique on just the dash part of the vault. So you'd start in a seating position, and you would just kind of kick your feet up and pull your hands back. getting control of the lift and push. The reason why that's so important is because if I only bring my feet up just a little bit, that's as far as I get to go. But if I bring my hips up high and really pick my feet up, I could almost make that. So if I went that far, that close, and I use all that run-up momentum, I probably could have made that really easily. So master it just sitting down and work on picking up your hips, getting that final control, because that final position is literally, it's like doing that workout. You want to make sure though that you're not coming at it. If you're landing here, it's going to be hard to stay on top, because unless you're able to follow through and let your momentum stay steady to bring your chest over the edge, if you can't do that, you're going to hit it and bounce back. So when you're shooting off, your feet got to go up and out and over in an arch formation. The more you are coming in an arch, when you're going up off your takeoff, it'll help you come down on your landing. That's why the arch is so important. Try not to let your butt drop any lower than your knees, and the more you can keep your chest up, the more you'll be able to see. The biggest thing about chest landings is if you land with your chest forward, your momentum is going to carry you forward. If you land with your chest back, your momentum is going to pull you back. So keeping that in mind, make sure that when you're landing, you're coming down on that landing by shooting up on your takeoff. Just lift those hips up, pull those feet through, lift them up, and then shoot through. Be ready for it, but have fun with it. And if falling through kind of confuses you, or you get caught up a lot and it's really challenging to actually make it happen, break it down into a sequence. The 1, 2, 3. So 1 would be lifting up the hips, 2 would be the shoot and trajectory, 3 would be the landing and sticking it. And there you have it, a tutorial for a stride, to a safety vault, to a cash, to a precision. If that safety vault gets too easy, you can always step it up and go straight to a dash and follow through straight into a calm precision, or you can use a dash and still do the cash progression into your calm free. But let me show you guys one last time. If I haven't helped you guys out, if you still have questions, you guys know what to do. Put your concerns and your questions in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to help you out, especially if you have videos that I can watch and I can see what you're doing wrong. Nothing more to do. One last time, and here's some slow-mos. Thanks for watching, and stay positive. When you're pulling your arms back as you're driving your knees forward, you want to bring your chest upright so you can start reaching your feet for that precision landing. If you pull late or you don't have enough power, when you go into the actual landing,